Hello, love. I'm going to pull some oracle cards for you. Let's start with the mindfulness cards. I have the oven warming up and some pie crusts thawing. So when my timer goes off, I'm going to go dump them into the oven for a little bit. And then we'll continue. So fair warning. All right. What is oracle messages, Listener Scott? Thank you for guiding this reading, bringing out what is most important to be heard at this time. The internet of people is coming out from the mindfulness cards. And when we engage with everyday objects, we can choose to look deeper and to appreciate the incredible world behind the object. Every product, service, or experience that makes our lives, from the food we eat to the products we purchase to the streets we walk upon, exists because of the work, commitment, and love of hundreds, sometimes even thousands of people. This is the true internet, the network of human beings who either directly or indirectly have made life as we know it possible. Pick an object today that you never considered closely and take a moment to reflect on all the energy that went into its existence. May the appreciation flow. As soon as I saw that, I was reading that, what I saw was the oven. I'm so freaking grateful for the oven. If we didn't have the oven, I wouldn't be able to cook. And there is definitely a lot that goes into the making of that oven. A lot of people are involved in that. Transportation is involved in that. I mean, there's metals, there's electronics, there's all these different elements involved in that. So the internet of people. And so what I'm seeing is a higher level of gratitude, for the things, even the making of these cards that we use every day, right? In the channel, because somebody designed them. There's a company of people that prints them. And then, of course, they've got to be distributed and delivered. But there was artists that drew them, and somebody came up with the words on them. So there's a lot that goes into everything that we touch. The televisions, the computers that we use to create that I use to create this message. That you use your phone, your TV, whatever you're using to watch the messages. There's so many things that we have to be grateful for. Beautiful message. Okay. Internet of people. When I first saw internet of people, though, before I read the back of the card, I thought about the power of a potent community like this. A community of empowered individuals who know that their powerful point of focus is one of beauty. So let's just take a moment and see what is it best for us to focus our powerful intention on here together right now. Because we have the ability to affect major change from doing that together. So look, thank you. Here we go. I have two cards coming out there. We have flow. Allow me, divine, to move with the flow and respond with calmness and peace. Ooh, beautiful. What else? Reframe. This is happening for me, not to me. Ooh. So a beautiful way we can focus is that we and others around those residents here on Earth that we share our planet with will be able to see the flow and how things are serving their best interests. Whether it's that thing that they appreciate or that thing that, like the first card mentioned, there's a lot that we don't pay attention to that we have that is beneficial to us, whichever way that shows up, that, you know, together, focusing for just a moment on everything works together for our best interests. Everything comes together and works together. And not just for us, but for everyone on Earth. And so as we focus on that together, that powerful internet of people that we are, that energy just flows and grows even more, I heard. Okay. I'm being guided to pull out the Magical Unicorns Oracle cards. So let's see what the message is from the unicorns for us. yeah, I just felt like pulling some oracle cards. I've been spending a lot of time in self-care today. I've been home by myself throughout the entire day. And honestly, I've been recuperating my energy. I've done a little bit of preparations for tomorrow. And honestly, a lot of that stuff waited until later in the day. But I hope you've taken time for yourself as well, because when you are rejuvenated, you're best able to offer yourself to the earth, to yourself, to those who matter to you. Yeah, even to yourself. I did say that. Yeah. You're a best service to yourself and others when you're in your power and you're fully in your energy. So let's see, Mr. Scott, what else can you share with us? What else do you want to talk to us about from this oracle messages here? Thank you. Creative. Draw, paint, think, and act in creative ways. Ooh, that's beautiful. I heard, and do it from a place of bliss, from joy, from peace at the very least. I hear peace at the very least. Do it from a place of peace. If you can do it from a place of peace, you really love what you create, because it's going to feel peaceful too. Yeah, that's a beautiful message there. Let's see. The Sacred Self Oracle wants us to speak as well. So let's just go. What else do you want to say to us using the Sacred Self Oracle? Sacred Self-Care Oracle cards. And we did talk already a little bit about the importance of self-care, as I spent the majority of my day in self-care. I rested. I laid in my bed and I indulged in just relaxation, which I had to learn to do over the years. I got so busy on, I got to work, I got to make something happen, I got to do this, I got to do that. I do see where over the last year and a half, Spirit has very strongly been showing me that the most effective thing I can do is feel well and be well rested, and that it's okay for me to enjoy relaxation in my physical body and in my physical surroundings. Often in doing that is where I find that energy does move and things do happen. So let's see, what do we have from the Sacred Self-Care Oracle? For the love and peace and happiness, try here at this time. What's the self-care message? Thank you. Family. Oh, how perfect. And family. I know not everybody celebrates holidays, and honestly, to me, it's knowing the religious and the political background of the holidays. I'm not a huge fan, but I do partake because of this, because of family. Regardless of how people created it, for me, it's a day to connect with the people that I care about. But, we tend to do that every day, don't we? Isn't that good? Family, appreciating family. Okay. And family isn't limited by blood relations. They want me to say that family isn't limited by blood relations. It has a lot more to do with the people that are involved, that you care for, that are reciprocal in your life. Okay. People who are there because they want to be there. Okay. It's time to throw the pie crust in the oven. Give me just one moment. I'll be right back. This will be so quick. Okay. And then we're going to pick up with some more cards. So as I'm there pulling the oven open, I'm hearing that somebody really wants to know what kind of pie I'm making. I'm just doing the pie crust because the pie I'm making is a cold pie. I'm making the whipped cream pudding pies, chocolate flavor. It's going to be so good, so quick and easy to make. But I just thought I'd make them tonight so that they'd be settled and set and everything for tomorrow afternoon. So that's what I'm making. I also bought a pre-made Marie Callender's cherry pie. So that should be pretty yum too. I'm going to bake that tomorrow though. The next deck we're going to pull messages from is the Kuan Yin Oracle. So let's see. Let's trust God. What's the message of most value that you have for us right now at this time? Yeah. Realizing, I'm hearing even realizing the value of all the different ones that have come and gone through your life, even your blood family. Okay. With the reframe card, I see that, family has created, I'm looking at the way these cards are lined up here. Family has created a lot of ideas and programs in our minds, okay? The thing is, the mind is easy to reprogram. So reframing some of those thoughts, maybe there's some things that aren't so easy to think about in regards to family, because they're not really so pleasant. What I am hearing, though, is that if you could reframe those thoughts into, how the behavior, how the experience benefited you. Maybe it just simply taught you exactly who and how you don't want to be, okay? Or maybe it taught you exactly what kind of person you want to be. These different experiences come into our life for different reasons. And I hear we can open up energy around what we were given, okay? Because it's like you were born into it, right? Okay. And so it's like you were given this experience. Anywhere where you're holding on to difficult energies about that, you can totally create some new experience by reframing that picture, realizing how it happened for you, not to you, okay? We have the Amaryllis lute. This lady is playing her lute, okay? And what I'm getting with that is that you can play to the tune of your own heart, create your own melody. You can create different frequency out of what you had. It's an instrument. You can play any tone and tune that you choose to in that. It doesn't have to say that is going to play whatever she plays on it, right? It doesn't play itself. The book, I'm just going to read the first part. It says that you have won a victory, beloved, a victory over the past. An amaryllis lute is sounding through every cell of your being, heralding your rising vibration as you leave fear behind you once again. In fact, the lute says you're growing fast and spiritually. You are outgrowing your old life even more so. When your vibration changes, so too does your life, beloved. This is natural. It is safe and loving for you to release that which no longer feels right for you. No matter how much it was important in your old life, it might not have the same place in your new life. That's totally what we were just talking about. Like, you could have been given certain experiences in your family where you were like, well, this is what happened to me. But when you reframe that into how it's happening for you, how it happened for you, you open up the energy to flow more. And then that's going to open and connect you to more that you're meant to be connected to. So that I love that this amaryllis lute came out, because it's congratulating you right now. I see that it's congratulating you on success, on a job well done. Yeah. All right. Let's see what else Spirit has for us in these messages here from the wisdom of the golden path. What else can you add for us? Yeah, congratulations. Like, you have done so much to reframe in your mind the experiences that were related to family. And that's going to come up a lot for everyone right now. Past memories will come up for so many, because it is holiday time. And when holiday time comes up, you remember the holidays from before. And some of them were great, and some of them were horrible. And some of them, they were horrible when you lived it, but they turned into your greatest power, is what I'm hearing. So that's beautiful with the amaryllis lute coming out. Let's see, what does the wisdom of the golden path have for us What do you have to say to us from this wisdom of the golden path, please, and thank you. Shout outs to Golden Amazon, our first comment for the session. And I see Michelle Celeste is also with us live. Yeah, if you're here, comment and I'll know that you're here. Thank you for giving my video a like and subscribing to my channel, getting the notification so you can be part of this audience when we are live. I love it. Thank you. Thank you for all the growth on the channel. All right. You have the wisdom card coming out. Yeah. You have wisdom now. This victory came because you took the wisdom from the situation. You didn't sit in the energy of victimization forever. You took the wisdom out of it. The greatest wisdom is to see through appearances. And this card confirms that you have taken the right course of action and have responded in the correct manner. Sometimes the best thing for all concerned is to have the strength to say no. Your recent response will empower and help both you and others. You have shown great wisdom by standing in your truth, and yet you have done this with great love and respect for yourself and others. You are like the willow whose branches sway with the wind, but whose roots remain firmly embedded within the earth. Life is constantly changing, but its core essence remains the same. Love and wisdom do not change, they only grow stronger. Continue to live and respond to all in your life through love and truth. For in doing so, you honor the spirit of all living things. This reminds me of a conversation I had last night with a couple of associates of mine, in which we were talking about how important it is to be authentic. And then what I heard and shared was that that's why we don't really care for liars, because lying is in direct opposition to one's authenticity. If you're lying, it's not really possible to be authentic. Authenticity and lies are opposites. So, if you think about it, before you found your authenticity, you might have been one to tell a lot of tall stories. Okay? Maybe you weren't. But anyone who is not living in their authenticity. You can respect authenticity, because in authenticity, they might let you know who and what they are, what they're about, and give you the opportunity to decide how you respond, okay, to what they're presenting. But if there's lies, you'll never know that person. And this all came up in a conversation about communication being most valuable in interpersonal relationships. We were talking about romantic connections at the time. But definitely important. I see Jonathan Thomas with us. Welcome to the channel. Don't know if you've been here before, but it's great to see you in the comments tonight. So let's see. I have the Oracle of Shadows and Light coming out next for us. I see I with us. Lovely to have you here. Yay. The tribe is showing up. So let's see. Oracle and Shadows and Light. What is the message, Lester Scott? What message do you have for us from the Oracle of Shadows and Light? Please and thank you. This one's sticking in my hand, so we'll take that. Let's see, what do we have? Ooh, the Angel of Alchemy, miracle. Yes, I love this. You have victory. You've applied wisdom. You know when to say yes. You know when to say no. Again, I'm going to say that those past experiences, it could be strongly related to your upcoming with family, right? Have taught you something. Now you have a miracle here with the Angel of Alchemy. Let's see. What is her message from the book? The Angel of Alchemy is the miracle who stands between the physician and death. She is a powerful healing angel who will resolve this health issue that is confronting you at this present time. Her role is to help you find the perfect treatment for your body and to restore your well-being naturally and healthfully. She helps you find the right doctor, the right treatment, the right healing mode, and the right attitude and energy to overcome this challenge. She will draw on powerful energy from her heart chakra, which will be sent to you and which can revive your energy and your belief in the possibility of your perfect health. She will help you to find the courage to face physical life, for it is that which has overwhelmed you from time to time. The sheer courage it takes to experience life in physical form is that which she is here to help support you in, and to show you that not only does it take great courage, it brings the greatest of all blessings. What I want to say as I was reading that was the health, they spoke about physical health, but I would say that it may not necessarily be related to physical health. This could be mental health or spiritual health as well. Time to take those pies out of the oven. Pie crust. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. And then we'll finish up. Oh, yeah, those pie crusts are ready, baby. We're going to let those cool. And I'm going to finish this message up. And then I'll go fix the filling for the pies because I didn't make the filling yet. All right, the next deck we're going to talk from for you tonight is the Pleiadian Oracle. And if you're wondering if this is it for the night, I feel intuitively that when I'm done putting the pies together, that there's going to be another session coming out. So keep an eye out for that. Make sure you have the bell turned on to receive notifications if you want to get them. And I know some of you don't get them immediately. I'm sorry, but it's not my fault, okay? I don't know if you can write to somebody at YouTube about that, but yeah, hopefully those come through for you. All right, so the Pleiadian Oracle, Lesser God, creator of all that ever is, was, will be, or could be. You have something more to say to the beautiful love and peace and happiness. What's the message? Yes, okay. Let's see what's coming out. Oh, here it is. It's dream time. Ooh. Interesting. And there's this person standing and he's projecting out, and it's like there's a hologram, image, a sacred geometry image being cast into the sky from what's coming from his heart, or his or her heart. Okay. So this is like you directly communicating with the universe. And I'm even hearing like, when's the last time you did a little bit of daydreaming? Let's see what we have coming out from a book. We, your Pleiadian family, seek to commune with you on your particular life mission, often broadcasting to our Earth family via dreams from other realms. These codes in your sleep are specifically placed to provide hints and guidance for your life path on Earth. We truly understand how Earth can be a daunting place where the soul can sometimes gain amnesia and forget about its originally sent purpose. It's therefore in the dreamtime state where we are able to reach one and rethread you back into the multidimensional fields that remind you of your sacred purpose. This Dreamtime card arrives when the field of Dreamtime is being used to broadcast messages from your star family to yourself. This dream field is a great place to train oneself into the multidimensional awareness of your now and future Earth. In addition, many of our Earth friends have observed that they have had galactic encounters with star family when in between the state of sleep and being awake. This middle ground provides a bridge-like gateway into multidimensional traveling where other species can commune with the human and send forth higher star knowledge. Begin to pay attention to your dreams at night as we are broadcasting important messages. When remembered, attempt to write them down in order to facilitate for your conscious memory to be grounded into physical reality. Whether you are vividly remembering your dreams or forgetting them upon awakening, this is a strong reminder to begin to pay attention to this realm. Your star family is near, and a life shift is being guided on the subtle levels. So, I know when I spoke about the energy going to the universe. In the book, it's talking all about the energy coming from the universe. Here's one thing, though, that they did not mention in what we read was, before you go to sleep, you can set that intention to get the guidance that you need for this next step in your life. You can set the intention to be aware of what you're dreaming of, recall it when you wake up, and understand it as well. I've done this. It works. And facing some of the biggest challenges that I had gone through is when I began to do this. I said, listen, I got a lot going on in this situation. I really don't know what to do. Show me what I need to know. And I fell asleep. I took a nap with that intention set. And it was shown clearly, a very vivid, very descriptive dream that showed me exactly what was happening in that experience. And so you can do that, yeah? But what I also heard while I was reading from the book is that spirit, because of where you've come from and how you have transmuted the energies around what you were born into, and now that you have aligned yourself with this miracle, this healing path, right? I do see that you're going to get some hints through your dreamscape, like through your dream world. Spirit is going to be showing you some things. So yeah, I don't always write my dreams down because that takes a lot of conscious awareness. And when I wake up from a dream, I remember so much. So what I started doing, I downloaded a free voice recorder to my cell phone. And since my cell phone is always within reach when I'm in the bed, I put it on my main screen on my phone. And if I wake up from a dream, my habit is to hit that record button and in the most sleepiest of states, speak the dream out. And some of you have been here in different readings where I've actually used the dreams that I've received and played those recordings back on the channel here because they've been relevant. And so that's something you can consider. Take a voice note, a voice recording of some sort to recall the dream. Because let me tell you something, there's times where I've sat here and I've gone through those dream recordings and played them back. And let me tell you, consciously, even though I remembered it so well to tell it in that recording, although my voice is very sleepy, I would never remember those details or those experiences today. But they're a permanent record in my phone, which allows me access to it, okay? And then you can, when you're more awake, you can write everything down if you still want to write it or whatever, but you'll always have it. And as a matter of fact, I've even told my daughter, if anything happens to me, you need to check my phone. You need to check my journals, okay? Because there's important stuff in there. And so she knows, all right? Anyhow, let's see what the Visionary I Ching is going to add to these oracle messages. What is the message that you want to say to us here, Love Source God? One final card. Okay, that one flipped back over. That I heard it flipped back over and it closed. Okay, we'll take this one from the top. Youthful folly. Mountain above, water below. Okay, youthful folly. All right. Let's see what the card is talking about. It's card number 4. And one moment. Okay. Be on guard for the careless or rebellious attitudes characteristic of inexperience. Just as the youth requires instruction, this is a good time to focus on learning lessons from a patient teacher or from life experience. Is there a circumstance in your life that you have failed to comprehend, perhaps because you didn't appreciate its inherent complexities? Be respectful of anything or anyone who has something to teach you right now. If you are focusing on a relationship, ask yourself which of you is currently the student and which of you is the sage. If you are a parent, ask yourself, who is being the teacher, my child or me? In order to be ready for challenging times, let education be an ongoing part of your life. Develop the necessary mindset and willpower to carry you through confusing times. The wise realize that experience, especially a difficult experience, is the most powerful teacher. We cannot be forced to learn, even from experience. Be the humble student who delights in learning, the one who nourishes an expanded awareness. Examine your attitude for factors that would limit your openness. Observe how you deal with the mistakes of others. Let people live their own lives and learn their own lessons. You may offer them your wisdom and advice, but do so only if they are receptive. Give up trying to convince others that you are right, as it is both exhausting and counterproductive. Instead, allow others to proceed, even into difficult or dangerous circumstances. It may be the only way they can learn, and without learning, no one can achieve success. Care without forcing attention, trying to take care of someone who is unwilling, can actually be harmful. Live and let learn. Absolutely. So what I'm seeing is maybe so everything that happened, there's lessons. Some are going to be having some dreams that help explain your childhood experiences, your family background, your family experiences. Okay. Some of you are going to have some dreams. It's going to tell you what you need to do about the family experiences you're having now. Okay. If you have a family member that is making a choice that is very difficult, or a loved one that is making a choice that is very difficult, the best thing you can do is let them figure that out. If they're not receptive, you can't teach them anything. And that experience that is difficult is there to make them receptive to the lesson. They were talking in the card about who is the teacher and who is the student. Interestingly enough, that relationship that caused me to begin to go into my spirit and speak and set intentions for my dream state and a lot of other amazing spiritual things that I do now. What spirit eventually showed me, and I even saved their name in my phone, and took their name off, and it said student teacher, because I knew, and what spirit showed was that person was in my life to learn some lessons. I was there to learn from them. It was a student teacher relationship. I know that the book spoke that one is the teacher and one is the student, but in many cases, from the experiences I've had, both are both. Both is to student and teacher. In some cases, yeah, it happens. But some people, how many of us really learn from listening to our elders? You know what I'm saying? Most of us, that's why they made a whole song about it's a hard knock life for us. It's a hard knock life for us. Yeah, because instead of listening, they want to go and experience it themselves. And so bear that in mind. And like the book said, it could be very dangerous if you get in the middle of these things. So, the best thing you can do, if there's somebody you love currently who's making some choices that you know damn well is not for the best interest, maybe they're not healthy choices, your wisdom has shown you a better path, okay, then the best thing you could do is just pray for their wisdom and understanding. And how perfect is that? Because in the beginning, we talked about our power. Hey, Kat, I see you. We talked about our power as an internet of people to affect major change on earth. So for all of us and all of our loved ones to see the lessons that's being presented, to have the understanding from spirit, and to internalize that so that we can truly feel the connection and the guidance and security and stability in the way we move. So this is what I have for you right now. I'm going to go throw those pies together. And I definitely still feel that I'll be back for another reading. I don't think it's just going to be oracle cards this time, though. So we'll see what comes out. All right. Until next time, thank you for being here. Sending you so much love and peace and happiness. Kamsahamnida. Gracias. That's all, folks. Later, baby. And I'm out.